Hello there, I'm Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper. Thank you for joining me once again on this video and for your comments of those who have been enjoying the video and you writing me telling me that the video has helped you. Thank you so much, and I pray that the videos will continually to be an encouragement to you and a strength to you. Please feel free to write me if you have any questions. Those of you who are saying, can you speak on this topic? Write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. I would love to have your remarks. I would love to have your comments and how the videos constantly is strengthening you. Thank you so much. And thank those of you who are liking and sharing my page. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to talk to you tonight about something that a lot of you have written me on. And it's the topic of what does the narcissist do when you think about them doing witchcraft? How does that affect you? Well, witchcraft is an element of the will. And the narcissist, when it comes to the narcissist is about the will, getting you to surrender, to submit, to become what they have tasked and intentionally planned for you to be. And when the narcissist goes after your will is your motivational center. It's where you derive your strength from. It arrives the ability to move forward, advancement. It's the element where your momentum comes from. Your determination comes from. The drive of you is locked in the will. And what the narcissist does is his ultimate goal after he captures your attention. He gets into your emotions, which takes them into your mind, and your mind takes them into your thoughts. And your thoughts form imagery, and you start having imaginations about the narcissist. You start thinking about you and him or you and her being together. This is the realm of the imagination. And the imagination constructs imagery in the forms of pictures, projections, movies, reels that keep things going. So when the narcissist is not with you, you reel it and project it in your mind, and you keep the narcissist in your mind, and you think about the relationship going on and on and on in your mind. And the narcissists leave you to do the work they don't have to do, because after it stays in your mind and you play that reel over and over and over, whatever is repetitive get locked in the system, because it forms a habit. And whatever a habit is, it forms a culture. And whatever a culture is, it forms identification. And so you start to identify yourself with that culture, which has become your habit. And it started off with repetitiveness. This is why the narcissist, if you notice, a lot of times the narcissist say, I'm going to call you at 5 o'clock. I'm going to call you at 6 o'clock. Because you trace your time element to that exact time of 6 o'clock. So you move everything out of the way. An experienced narcissist would not leave time open. The unskilled narcissist, well, he calls you anytime, and he doesn't require time because he's still learning who he is and what he has. The experienced narcissist knows who he is. He's not unaware that he's a narcissist. He knows his habits. He knows his traits. He knows his effect. He knows his intent. And so when he captures a prey, just like a pedophile grooms a child, the narcissist grooms a prey. The supply become groomed until he get past the level of attraction, and he get that the attraction to become what connects him to you, and that attraction becomes connectivity. Once he connects into your heart, he gets into your emotion. You start feeling good. Oh, this feels so wonderful. This feels so right. And then what the narcissist does, he intentionally throws in something to throw you off, to see how you will respond. They want an immediate reaction. They study your reaction. Did you leave or did you stay? Did you excuse what they do, or did you act like you didn't see it? Most people, because they have a problem with confrontation, is going to act like they didn't see it. Because now the narcissist you are attracted to them. Now they have a connection. You don't want to break that connection. And the more you want that connection, the more you are willing to overlook. You start to overlook those things. Now the narcissist get past your emotion. He's in your mind. Your mind is your thinking process. That is when you form your thoughts. And you start thinking about the narcissist, thinking about the narcissist, thinking about the narcissist. That thought becomes an intent. Because the intent is, I got to see them again. I want to see them over again. I don't ever want this to stop. So now you got from the thought to an intent. And once the narcissist gets you into an intent, he gets you into a thought. He get into your mind. You know, the Jackson brothers used to sing a song. I know it was the Temptations. It was just my imagination. And so you start to imagine. And once you imagine, you start having daydreams. The daydreams turn into visions of you and the narcissist. So this reel keep on turning. You keep on turning. And then you take from the bed in your mind. And in your mind, you start thinking of them. You start picturing your future with them. And so now you're deleting the present without them, and you're integrating the present with them. And the more you think, you leave your present and you go to your future. When you start going to your future enable your driving system. Your driving system is the momentum. It's the workable part of you. And then they are in your will. When they get your will, your mind consists of your mind, your will, and your emotions. So when they get to the will, that's the drive of you. This is when you start blocking people who don't want to agree with you, whether it's family, whether it's children. You don't see yourself without the narcissist. So you're definitely not about to listen to any corrections concerning the narcissist. And the narcissist is still in the love bombing stage. So the narcissist is watching you graduate from one state to another state. You started off from preschool. Preschool was the introduction. You handled preschool, and now you're going to kindergarten. Kindergarten is after the introduction, it's the approval stage. You approve them coming into your life. Now you're into elementary. You're able to handle them in a greater way. This greater way, maybe now he takes you out to dinner. Some narcissists, the somatic narcissist is going to hit you hard and hit you to the bed. That's what the somatic narcissist. The cerebral is going to get deep into your mind. The cerebral is very controlled sexually. And you notice the cerebral don't come on to you like that. They don't immediately use sex. He immediately get into your mind. They drill into your mind. This is also the craft of the greater narcissist. The greater narcissist knows if I'm going to keep them, I'm going to cultivate the mind. When a narcissist come in your life and boom, they hit the bed quick, it may not be that they want to keep you. That may be that they want to get some supply. And so unless some of you wake up in the love bombing stage, things just don't seem right. So you fear grips, and that fear causes you to cut off because you can anticipate a hurt. Not all narcissists hook their supply. There are some supply that say, I've been hurt before and I'm not going to do this. Boom, that supply is gone. That bait is off. They don't wiggle across the ocean and they are out of the water. So he can no longer bait them. But those who hang on, because sometimes it's curiosity that kills the cat. You know, you want to know where this goes. You want to know how he is. And you don't know physiologically you being affected. This drug is working. The more you inhale it, the more you take it, the stronger it gets in your system and the harder it is to get out. And that's why people will tell you, you know, you need to leave them. You need to just walk out. Why would you have to tell me that? Now, if I could just do that, I didn't need you to tell me that. I'm the one getting abused. I will leave. Why don't people are not able to just leave a narcissist? Because the physiological effect, the psychological effect, the addiction to them. And think about if the narcissist is very educated, very knowledgeable about your will, and he hooks your will. It's like a form of witchcraft. It's like you're under this spell. You know your mind telling you, run, come on, but you don't run. You stay. You obscure all wisdom. You obscure all logic. And you stay. And you got this knowing on the inside of you saying, girl, you did not make a good choice here. And you saying, dude, what are you doing? Look at this female. She got everything in the right places. Bam, boom, she got it. But there's this knowing on the inside of you saying, run, Forrest, run. And you don't run. The fish that keep swimming around the bait get intrigued by the bait. And it's almost like it's a hypnotic effect. And what happens is when you are hungry and you smell food, your saliva glands begin to work. You start tasting it. When you stay around the narcissist, your saliva glands work. You start tasting it. You want to bite into this relationship. Not a good thing, because you're one of many, and you will not be the end of it. Once he hook your will, that's the mobility part of you. This is why your drive, once they get you, the driving force is what drew him. Now, once you get him, once you get her, the driving force leaves. You no longer want to go out. You no longer want to be with your friends. You no longer want to be with your family. Your whole thought is about him. Your whole thought is about her. How can I get more next to her? And in the will, remember that's your mobility. Your mind start to process a plan. And your will put the energy behind the plan. And you're under a spell. You're captivated. Your energy captivated. Your dreams captivated. Your momentum captivated. It used to be you was captivated in going to the gym, you was disciplined. Captivated in educating yourself, you wanted to grow more. Captivated in your business, you was researching the demographics, the people that you needed to target. You was captivated by this. You was captivated by your desires. You like to sit on the water. You like to write. You like to ride the horses. You like to drive. You like to swim. You would rent a yacht. You would go out even by yourself. You would go on the lake. You would go on the sea. You would ride and look out in the sun. You would look at the mountains. You would look at the blue water. And some of you would take trip in some of the coldest places, and you go skiing in Switzerland. Come on, in Iceland. You wanted to go to places where there were animals, so you went on safari. You like French food, so you planned once a year to go to France. You and a couple of girlfriends. You and a couple of guys. The driving force. Now your will has targeted all of that. You had many places and many things you want to do. It becomes one target, the narcissist. You no longer want to plan to go on a trip. You want to trip out with the narcissist. You no longer want to get on the boat to look at the beautiful mountain and the ice crisp up on the mountain, the galloping horses, the different farms and acres. You don't want to see that anymore. Your attention went to the narcissist. Many of you defy God. It ain't good. You know you got God in your heart. You saying, God, forgive me, but I got to go after this. And God is telling you that's going to be painful. You go after the pain. Remind me of some guys. They say, love is more than skin deep. The brother said, that may be true, but give me the skin. Come on. That's the way the narcissist. You are never going to meet the root of them and cause them to love you. Never. Ever. You are supply. Until they redefine you, you would never reach their heart. A narcissist is a narcissist because he has a personality. The core of them is that you experience. The hidden of them is what you fell in love with. What you fell in love with is the mimicking of someone else. And then when he came into you, he started mirroring you. And you fell in love with you. They show you how wonderful you are, how extraordinary you are. Until when you actually saw yourself in another person, you fell in love with them. You didn't grow in love. You fell in love. You don't grow in love with a narcissist. You always fall because there's going to always be a falling. And you never hit bottom. You keep falling and falling. You're screaming because you need a platform so you can solidify, so you can stabilize. There's no platform. You keep falling. It keeps getting deeper. You say it has to stop. No, you have to stop. There's no stopping for them. You can go a little bit deeper for 50 years, 60 years. Some people have died trying to change the narcissist. And while they were on their sick bed, he looks at them and say, I hate you because you have hindered my whole life. Now look at you. And when they closed their eyes, that was their final words. Witchcraft of the will is to hypnotize your will, to get you to a place where you don't even remember who you are. Who you used to be is in the far distance. It's like an echo of you. And the shell of you and the substance of him begin to live life. And that's why you feel empty. That's why you feel void. That's why you spend more time crying. And you have to now look at my video called The Alternate Reality. Because some of you have actually started playing the game because you can't handle the truth. So you start living in an alternate world because you would rather live a lie than to face what you see. And you are so intelligent and you are so smart. And when the mask fell off and the monster was seen, you fell in love with the monster. Stockholm Syndrome. So you ask me, what about the narcissist and witchcraft of the will? Hopefully, I did a good job. And maybe there'll be a part 2, if necessary. I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. Please write me at Destiny Helper 12S if you have any questions, because some of you are right here where I'm speaking. And some of you are saying, no, I'm out of here. I want to live. Love can be punishing or love can be great. It depends on how you see it and how you accept it. Please like and share the page. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.